He says, for a growing number of people in 2023, joining a church does not make sense the way it did at the constellation of voluntary associations. It just doesn't make sense anymore. Before, you would move into a community, get a new car, get your driver's license, join a church. I mean, it was like this checklist of things that a different generation had to do. But current generations, they're just not coming to this way. It doesn't mean that they don't want to grow spiritually. They're just not coming to it the way a generation previously has around voluntary associations. So Smith says navigating, and they don't see it as an obligation. So there's some generations that felt like it was an obligation, like you had to check the box, I'm a Christian. But Smith says that their younger generations don't see it that way. So he offers us this wisdom. He says, navigating forward requires us clearly understanding what is happening, and we have an opportunity now to shift our focus away from not looking at only declining religious affiliations as multiple forms of religious life that don't center on membership. He says there is vital religious life happening beyond our voluntary associations. And what that suggests is that declining is not so much that religion is declining, maybe the institutional form of voluntary associations, which has been closely associated with religion in the United States for the last 200 years. He says today and into the future, people are not only free to choose whatever religious tradition or form of denominational options as in the age of voluntary associations, but we're moving into an age of authenticity or individualization. And that's not a bad thing, that's just a real thing. He says what people choose needs to resonate with their deepest sense of who we are and who we long to be. They're going to associate with people and in those places and spaces that resonate with who they are and who they're called to be. And so what we're offering now in our churches, in our fresh expressions, in our community pastors, and I love all of the things that you're doing, but gone are the days when we could hang up a sign, buy 10 acres of land, and invite people to be a part, and they're just gonna come running. Fresh expressions are needed. Community pastors are needed. And in our text, Peter is invited to feed, care, and nurture. And I think what Bishop Carter offers in Unrelenting Grace is a great way for us to go forward. We have to learn how to welcome unconditionally. That means spreading the table for everybody or whoever's in your community, whosoever will, let them come. We have to learn how to walk together, not just in the good times, but walk together in the challenging times as well. And as we commit to worship constantly in lots of new ways, I believe that Isaiah 43:19 will become a reality, where it says, remember not the former things or consider the things of old, because I'm about to do a new thing. Friends, this is what God says. I'm about to do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not perceive it? And that's what God is inviting us to perceive, to understand, to renew our connection to the glory of God. Thanks be to God. Amen.